10 seconds
Radiant
remaining.
team ban. Dire team ban.
That's us. Jinx, we're
Numbers
still
have
here.
accomplished,
Yeah.
but strategy alone.
well
We
done.
Prepare for
outnumber
battle.
them.
Well,
We
you mentioned
outnumber them
building
all.
damage. There's no building damage. It's like a whole game.
Right.
There's in buildings.
Nobody.
So, down, guys. Might be a long one. That's what tends to happen. A lot of object taking in the early game. Roches are going to be long. Towers are going to be long. There's really good wave spam and clear on both teams. And that means that you need to just keep slaying and killing everyone in order to take the towers convincingly.
You know what they do have a lot of on Team Empire, though? You know
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Killing people potential.
legs.
Yeah, that too.
Ah.
They do have a lot of wrong. But no, like this is like a brawly draft, right? Depressed Kid's gonna jump in there, start coiling some folks. Like they've got burst from Seiyu and Vanscore in their ultis.
30
I feel
seconds
like there's like
to
a
battle.
lot of get up and go with this draft, and maybe you just kill everybody and then it's fine.
Yeah, that's the goal. When I mean, as you say, there is like a little bit of with Snapfire. It kind of turns any vibes through the fight. So I would say they have a slightly better chance at finishing their objectives, and then you can argue the same thing with the Alacrity later on. So we'll get there, but push. Try to finish Yatoro trying to
The
be
battle
sneaky. I see.
begins.
It's over there. Battle hunger. Do. Gets it.
Get a handle.
Played. Better time to get out of there. Char's
Yeah,
coming.
free. Bang him. What was that attack range? My goodness, that axe is very large.
True. It's a big boy. Got a big axe. Has a brace. Dude, he's just
I
ready to
get
go.
near to Riskus, but I'm not
Confident
missless.
offlaners.
I'm gonna be able to sit here and just keep them. And to be honest, like what this lane, I mean, Wyvern is annoying, definitely. But Yatoro does like. This guy's just gonna be rough.
This is a great time, like, pointing out like why moving to the Lina now. But I think there's been a lot of moments where this was possible, and perhaps they just recognized, like, we've actually done really well in the lane. He's trying to even double up on that. Lina is the most annoying position for, I would argue. I don't think there's anyone more frustrating as a carry player to try and does this, right? Look at the range she's doing that. Why was he even trying to do something?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
They just can't. It's too tough. It's too tough. They're keeping that pressure on for sure. It's gonna be a wave pushing under tower as back towards mid. You can see a couple of denies coming out there. He's at the early goings. We've seen this matchup a couple of times, and Puck feels quite strong.
Yeah, he's got Cold Snap Tornado again here. Careful, he's in that phase shift.
This guy's being aggressively. Doesn't care. What a monster.
At least yours
Only
think you're
one.
dead.
Chrono Tokyo here. Good choice. Sees an Invoker, and there's your Tornado under the
yours.
tower.
You stop dying out of
Let
kids.
me tell you
Under
something.
the hide.
Tenasharo doesn't have many last hits, at least as far as like CS for himself, but he has 7 denied.
Okay, alright.
Like what? How is that a
That's
thing?
annoying.
That's crazy.
And there's only 3 last hits on Yatoro, so yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Get a couple very annoying. And part of the reason it's that many is because he's been doubling up his wave so much. His bottom pressure there on Demira a little bit. Smiley
Look at him
Knight.
go. Tenasharo is running at him with all these creeps.
Top, very annoying to deal with, and now able to get one of those denies, but should be able to the rest of these. Slaying is good.
But yeah, the bullying is quite real. Finally gets one Arctic Fur, nice, and instantly into a stun. Can't even look away. This is definitely the place where the kills are likely to happen.
Team Spirit getting absolutely hamped here in the top lane. I mean, Axe is just having an absolute free one. I mean, down bottom, it's not going like great for Smiley Knight. Collapse is definitely having a good time as well. 14 and 7, mirroring what's going on over to the side, but it feels like Smiley Knight is very like
Ward? Ah! I thought he had him.
Yeah, that was close. Back.
That's a lot of damage. That out. Low cooldown, spamming. Opponent's just trying to hold this south like forever for Yatoro. This is one himself. He can solo this whole time, and this observer ward very dangerous.
I thank you.
So much information in that back part of the tree line there. Thankfully, no one else is dying, so we can just watch some more of this map right now. It's mid lane, a slight lead here. It looks like it's being taken care of by the time Toronto goes much.
First blood. First peace.
Bottom.
Baited him. How dare you?
Ah, got him again.
Yeah, I mean,
Ouch indeed.
to be fair, like, Collapse is actually doing really well.
You get nothing. It was
Being
not
able to find that kill in advance, of course, is definitely what you want to do. Does he come mid to the refill bottle? No, he's just... So yeah,
Did he die?
just a bushwhack.
A lot of bushwhacks.
my gratitude.
You didn't have this good of a start on Night Stalker and during daytime. That is pretty awesome.
That's very rare.
Radiant
to see
structures
this many
are
last hits and
fortified.
kills at this point in the game. I mean, they banned this Ursa to try and make sure that whatever hero Empire got wouldn't be like an incredible laner versus you, but then they snap pick the PL. But unconcerned perhaps about lane. I can't say I love it that much.
Pressure keeps on going, and this is very, very nice for Empire. As Shara's gonna go back behind the tower and just start punching Maposhka. Nowhere left to go. Another round of the Battle Hunger is available. He blocked by the Great
Taro has 10 last hits now.
Yeah, it's true. This is rough. I mean, Teal's not having a great time, but you're feeling this, Taro.
Run down a bit as it's nighttime.
That's gonna happen.
Offlaners on fire.
Some things were just not meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely. They're having a really good time. Mid is, I think, where it's, you know, relatively even across the board.
I'm not opposed to
We'll see who
taking
ends up- you have to imagine the puck. Maybe if like there's a dive that comes out from Night Stalker or something, but it's not easy to find kills in this game puck.
Partly because I guess you might see a turnaround potential if the Night Stalker is aggressive, right? Because Coil tends to be really good for the Night Stalker because it's bobbing and out.
You'll never find my horde.
And Smiling Knight bottom, he's dead too.
Jason, done. Timing for these poor safe lane heroes. Vanscore also looking like he might go down a little bit here. The chase continues.
Yeah, no good.
It's too scary. And Collapse
I
is
love
on
this hero.
one.
It's so good. His urn is basically done.
Dire's top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
He has Phase Boost Bracer urn, 3,200 net worth,
Bloody
and
Betty!
Axe also right up there with almost
Regeneration.
1,050 with a full hood and a bracer. So yeah, I think I'll be staying in this lane, says Pedushara.
Yeah, and they're gonna send the Faceless Void mid. Meanwhile, Smiling Knight is gonna head back to
Dire's
the
top
jungle
tower
and
is under
try and
attack.
farm away there instead.
Dire's
Staying in
structures
lane,
are
and the
fortified.
Toil is there.
We all owe a life
Comes
to the
out and dead.
face.
Taro, you can't show in a lane, buddy. Everybody's stronger than you.
They still speak of their
That was an
purpose.
instant coil and a great movement there. Because he would be safe versus just Puck. I think
Dire's
he's
top
right.
tower is under
But
Dire's
just that
top
little bit of
tower
extra
has
control
fallen.
from Vanscore secures the kill. Smiling Knight's like, well, where do I go?
They want to keep this tower alive. Oh man,
Radiant's
the catapult
bottom
wave,
tower
this is
is
really
under
tough.
attack.
Did they bring anybody? He's just
Dire's
a
middle
now.
tower is under
God,
attack.
these carries have just been like absolutely punished.
2 minutes, Empire. We had 2 minutes. This is the lane you got. Saying.
Radiant's
Good
bottom
point.
tower is
You're
under
not
attack.
wrong, Trent.
I mean, maybe they wanted it
Radiant's
anyway, but
bottom
I
tower
feel like
has fallen.
considerations could have been made for giving Night Stalker a good lane is really the only way to get games up top. They want to get a revenge kill to save here. Even pre-chrono going for something here. Should be dead.
Okay. Tries to walk away. Gets the slowdown. How dare you come after my support? Taunt for chase down. We're gonna kill Maposhka here. Oh man. Walk It's just gonna be the ulti popped and collapse. Very cool effects there with the face boots as he walks in. Silence though.
Oh, look, Colt's have us up.
John out. Got him, okay.
Around.
And they're gonna chase him. Coil out.
that's
Walks
timing.
away. Oh, he gets out of there for the main shift. Living.
Plant the
takes the hit. Unreal. And now Vanguard's here as well. Drops down the sentry. Like the press kid's coming back. Hey, you wanted to kill me? I'm coming for you. Video overextended. This game's turned so wild so quickly. He's back.
Oh. So Collapse sold his, like, he didn't finish buying the urn because of the Invoker, obviously, right? So he bought urn, sold his opponents, I think in time. But that's why he wasn't able to, like, secure the kills, right? Like, this early rundown. Trying to keep it on the Invoker. And, I mean, those timings of the spell were perfect. Like, stop the initial cast of the Void there with first Dream Coil. That got him far enough away.
Time is money.
As the Acorn shot and the Bushwhacker were coming out, the call came through. So close to falling there. The amazing team play there to keep the Press Kid alive.
Again.
Behold!
Trusts his team will help him. He also knows his limits. He has been the star of the show, I feel like. Tournament, in a lot of ways. To be fair, Fishar has been really good as well, but stuff going on. This is Collapse's game, though, in a lot of ways. To the side of Spirit, I feel like he's the one that needs to sort of make that space for the rest of his team and buy the time for them to come online. Might be a while.
Scan spots out this movement here coming through, and it's all smoked up as well. So 20 seconds of that Dark Ascension. They don't want to get into a fight right now.
Gary.
Say that, and Collapse seems to be running in as fast as he can, pops the smoke and says, all right, set up for something here. Scared him out.
Press Kid looks for it. Does he find Yutaro?
Radiant are
I don't
scanning.
think they want to find Yutaro right now.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Not a good fight for him.
Who put me out?
We'll kill Seiyu. Yeah. It's going to be, well, daytime now. Chance.
Because this is a Ghost Walking Toronto Tokyo.
Kid. Catch the
Team
kill.
didn't believe, though. He's alone.
Dyer's
back.
middle tower is under attack.
So Dark Ascension up. They're going to back toward mid. Smiling Knight, does he get caught here? Doesn't look like Collapse is going to... All right.
All right, so they've definitely recovered PL's game. He's feeling a lot better now about the situation. He dodged out from a lot of that aggression early on. Sure, he's got his one death, whatever. Now good to farm up a little bit. Gonna have to play around these timings with the Dark Ascension and everything, but if they can keep some off Sentry combos out to watch for the Ghost Walk, I feel like Smiling Knight's actually...
Another side, they need to still collect Yutaro's game, that one a little bit stronger for him. They're going to see if they can make this move onto Press Grid with the Chrono. Ward does spot Mirror rotating down here. Chrono, it connects. They have enough damage though.
Strange.
Question, sharpshooter in from downtown. Managed to find that kill. Much needed.
At least we weren't a bear.
Helps out and gets that finish on Advance. So 2 big kills there for Spirit.
It's a cool way to do the Chrono too, because I think he time walked into a fight where there was no vision. The puck by the looks of it, and then Chronoed and ran out of the tree. Guarantee that he didn't make any sort of an error.
And that ward that was down, it saw the hoodwink come. Thought the hoodwink was the...
Yeah, exactly.
Farms up those ancients and is getting close to the blink dagger. Hand of Midas completed.
Hightail it.
Catch up.
Let it begin, right? Use it eventually. There we go. All right. Really wanted that wild one. You know? Didn't like the look in his eyes.
The real
Get
one.
a bit caught up there?
Efficiency. We do have the bounty there as well, so Oro gonna help out the squad. See if he can climb out of the bottom corner. Yes.
Perfect.
Take that.
Hopefully he could surpass a Radiant hero. That'd make it really good.
That would feel a lot better, that is for sure. And he actually doesn't even have the time to walk over to that bounty. That's the efficiency of it.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
2 steps. No, someone else grab that.
Meanwhile, Vanscore gets the D ward, walks away. Hey, they D-warded me immediately. It's probably something vision-wise over that direction. Still, Smiling Knight farming up, and he's almost
calling.
He's the boy, yeah.
They're calling the pucks and go for that bottom wave. They thought about going for a smoke, but instead they're gonna smoke left. I don't know. They were calling for a movement down.
Dyer are scanning.
Yeah, that's a good point though. It feels like Smiling Knight would be the best target to opt for.
No Chrono for 40. going to be nighttime in a minute and a bit, so they could make a play with Dark Ascension and then transition that into controlling the map. Smoke spot. Back towards mid, it's instead Empire that are going to play with that Blink Dagger done on Axe.
Ain't this cute?
Do they want to go into mirror? Are they looking for something
Radiant
bigger?
are scanning.
Could be huge for them. They spot the ward being
Dire's
placed down.
middle
Toronto
tower
Tokyo
is under
immediately
attack.
backs away. Ghost Walk and Taro.
So scary though.
Yeah, they got to be careful. They recognize they
jump.
could be up there.
You hard commit and then you just fear that Dark Ascension. You don't really want to fight at that point. Right now, he is terrifying for Phantom Lancer and
Dire's
the,
middle tower
or
is
the
under
puck,
attack.
rather. PL obviously doesn't really have any tools to get out of that silence. Sure, he can like fight you in and everything, but I feel like they do have the AoE damage to frighten you.
This is the blink reveal potentially from Collapse as well, talking about silence, but Presskid picks up the rune and is able to back away. Saw even the ping, the Night Stalker's missing command
Invisibility!
scar. You get the heck out of there.
So good at a smoke.
Thank you.
2, smoke again. They're gonna make
We're
this
gonna burn
big
them all here, are we?
Yeah, apparently.
Dire's middle tower is
Still
under
have
attack.
one left on Mira. And you always want to go in with that vision, but if they place the ward down, Collapse there with the silence on all. It's on Stayu. Not really. Smiley Knight does the Shara backs away. Chrono is down. Wow, though, depressed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Don't have any more foil. Good bushwhack. Smiley Knight away from the rest of their team.
Save this tower perhaps as well after the initial jump.
Time is money.
So turns into a positive kill. One of the best parts
Dire's
is that
middle
most people
tower
went to
is
the
under
Night Stalker.
attack.
600 with the double kill. So the BKB coming out on the earlier end in this really good match for it. Yeah, there's an axe, but you have some free backline. The axe does not want to jump a Night Stalker.
So still very even in this one. Something that we haven't really seen that much in this series. It's felt like it's continuously been higher with the early pressure and Spirit trying to hold it. This time, you know, around this Night Stalker that's worked out quite well. Things are feeling pretty good for teams.
We're moving quickly through to already 16 minutes in. And partly, I think it feels fast. There's so many
Dire's middle tower
right? Like
is
all
under
these
attack.
smokes and everything, and catapults. They're gonna reconsider if they want to take. No, I'm just kidding. They see a technical issue. No technical. Lane brawl. Good.
No chrono down. Timing when you try and make something happen as Empire. In spite of it being nighttime, still the place to go. Time to go.
All right, now thoughts on Pop-Tart using the candy corn?
Candy corn clicker.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, what? Really, Pop-Tart? The
It's-
candy corn one?
It's very alliterative, so I appreciate it.
I've personally I don't even recognize it when I don't have the little. I don't even remember what TI that was. It might have been TI3. I feel like it's the only mouse I recognize in Dota.
I will say that there's times where you need like the sort of base default one, right? You want to provide.
You
a
make
consistent
best situation
appearance to
out of no
everybody.
situation.
Pop-Tart
Why
likes
are
the
you just
candy
gonna
corn
flame
clicker.
Pop-Tart like that?
Well, because you know it's just terrible. Please no Pop-Tart. I'm sorry. I was just
He
joking.
just really likes Halloween.
That's right.
He doesn't play very many spooky heroes though.
Even people that like Halloween, though, they're not like the biggest fan of candy corn. Like, I would consider myself probably one of the people on this world that likes candy corn the most. And I'm still like kind of
Really?
like, and I'm like, meh. That's where I'm at with it.
It's very meh.
Like,
Candy corn is worth.
exactly. See, that's
Look at
like,
Pop-Tart trying to show us the game thing. He's like, oh, by the way, they don't actually know that the Night Stalker's here when they're testing this regen rune. So
Listen.
Petroshara comes over for the regen, then perhaps they'll fight here.
you know, as an
Yeah,
observer,
okay, Pop-Tart.
not many people know that's how he talks. Which, sure, look, you can see him. Look at that. Fine.
Game is bugged.
Exactly.
Hey, actually, if you play showcase mode, you normal.
Oh, Faust hopping in.
Not actually true. Don't try that in my game.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Mag coming back. All right. Faust's on top of it. Telling him, listen, heck back in here. We got to play this game. Taro will oblige. So, mid lane, tier 1 tower about to go down. 130 HP.
Hype it up, Lyrical.
It's happening.
Poor creeps, they're fighting, with their dying breath for this tower, and their allies just stand back letting them die. Like, why am I still attacking this one? It's
Radiant
invincible.
structures are fortified.
Happens.
Alright, catapult gets lit.
Nice. Hey.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
So they won't contest.
Server skip there. I don't know about you.
I had a couple of them earlier, not right now. You can see already that these wards, they saw some stuff from last game, and they're de-warding around where the area was. Here it are. They could drop in sentry wards on top of the outpost.
Ooh, look at the sentry, or this obs rather, catching Petashara coming through with their 2 heroes here. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They're like, wait for you to score damage. But Vamp score, he's juicier.
Easy pick off there.
Stop dying out of this.
That was bold by saying if he catches that, that's a nice one. So, where do you feel like this Night Stalker goes from now? Because he's already
Dire's
dropped
top
down
tower
1
is under
point
attack.
in terms of the net worth. The PL has surpassed him. Do you think that that's something that's going to keep on happening? Because I feel like Night Stalkers have tended to fall off recently, unless you see like an Ags or a Midas or something like that.
Oh yeah, 100%. He is not a carry player. He is like, I get my blink, I get my BKB, and then I just want to run around the map, create space. And he's hoping that his own allies are elevating.
Radiant's
capital,
bottom
obviously.
tower is under
With the
attack.
Midas, that should be the case for both Faces Void.
I may be
I also noticed the
but I'm not mixed.
now switch over to that Aghanim Scepter, which I love. I
Radiant
think they need
are
the damage control.
scanning.
I do not think he should go for a BKB. I'd much rather he play it on the aggro.
Be the depressed kid invoke.
Not trying.
Let's have Manta done. PL now, as you see the Empire taking over control of this side of the jungle. Now looking to maybe get some pressure onto that tier 2 top. We'll see if they go for it.
Double damage.
Good wards down in mid. Spirit again just in the lane
Dire's
randomly.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's a bit of a standoff right now, right? Like, they have the pressure coming on the bottom lane, right? They have the pressure coming up top. Both teams holding the line in between. Does anyone want to commit for actual tower damage, or are we just going to try and bait out the bad aggressive move?
Radiant's
Now, mind you,
bottom tower
when you're
is
Empire,
under
and
attack.
the Radiant side, you have an additional
Yeah,
threat
coin.
of Roche. Their heroes aren't great.
I mean, they do have 4 points up in Lil Shredder as well as the Blight. But like you said, it's those other heroes that you kind of need to make it work.
Look at collapse. Yes, buildings. I've been room for like 2
Dire
seconds.
are
Perfect.
scanning.
Smoke up, gonna head through the wards. They do catch sight of these PL illusions. Jump forward.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Cookie
attack.
afterwards, though, that might be enough. Well played. Luna Blade comes out. They find the kill on the hoodlink. Now what for Empire? Is it just enough to push them out, I guess?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, although Toronto and Collapse are going to try and go for a play onto a someone pushing like a puck. Oh my guys.
Nearby, they're all on top of him, trying to get that kill. Jump in. There's gonna be the stun. Great play to catch him. And it's gonna be enough to keep him alive. Oh, I don't know about that one. Trying to hide right now. They find themselves the Night Stalker. Now Toronto Tokyo gets chased down. Point it to the top. Great combo comes out from Empire.
Oh man, that was great. Dude, that's the kind of play that has made them look so good in the situations where they're far behind. Side lane pickoffs like that.
Right.
But there were just way too many ratings combined for that one to work.
That's sort of the change up that we're seeing from Empire. Previously, that would have garnered them a couple of kills, and that's how Team Spirit were able to delay these games and elongate them. Now we're seeing Empire aren't making those mistakes. You're
That was
Spirit.
really tight play.
Careful.
Why does Switchblade give 6 armor? Everyone want to tell me?
Because hate supports, that's what.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, sure, let's put a chainmail in this thing. Why not?
Yeah.
And then just give it more armor. Sure.
It's a rough one.
Silence.
Definitely helping with the old survival, though, as crazy amount of press kid. And that's going to send out the boots of travel. So, you guys want to make plays on the side? Well, so
Self an arcane ready to go. Now 9 to 10, very close going on this one. As you said, it's not easy to just like walk into Roche with these heroes. They're controlling the whole map, then you can't eject them afterwards.
Oh, here we go. Round 2.
Oh my god.
He came down with the
This guy's wild.
and they at least punish this. They have 3 heroes and curse.
Alright.
Oh, he missed the curse.
no! Get it off!
Radiant
They're
are
all running.
scanning.
Collapse of anyway.
Oh my god, they're gonna get us. Lonzo is there. The silence comes out. Didn't have the Dark Ascension. It's not gonna
Dire's
get
top
up.
tower is under attack.
Perishes
No,
with
they've got
me.
chased down. They're looking for him over to the side. They find him there. And the orb's gonna connect.
Dire's
I
bottom
mean, you
tower
know
is
why
under
they're making
attack.
these riskier movements though as Team Spirit? Because they feel like, I need someone who can play with my Night Stalker. Or else it's just gonna look like
Dire's
games where you
structures
have
are
this one hero
fortified.
who wants to get aggressive and no one wants to play with them. So they're trying to avoid that situation.
Dire's bottom tower
But
is
their
under
invoker
attack.
is,
Dire's
paying pretty
bottom
heavily
tower
for it.
has
3
fallen.
deaths.
Keep on trying to find these open catch depressed kid. He's up here like Ace is just looking at him with that chrono ready for a while. Can't make that move. It's too hard. Get himself another rune now. Walks forward, picks it up. Thought about chasing, decides not to.
Void's still big though.
Yeah.
And the time dilation is really annoying this game. So there's definitely the big team fights. If they can keep heroes alive and maybe Empire go for a bad push, that could be really solid for them.
Another round of some lags. I got one a second ago as well. There have been a couple of lag spikes. I feel like they come up every now and then. So a disconnect and a reconnect, hopefully in just a moment. But
Dota's too good.
it is. They can't. The servers can't handle it. I
Can't handle all this high skill players.
I definitely agree with you though. They can wait until this Cataclysm comes online for Invoker. He's got his Midas point boosters done. Only needs about 1,000 more gold. Suddenly you can have like some crazy good team fights from team. They just need 8 more minutes, and that's when they turn on the 30-minute mark.
Just 8 minutes. That's right. Ah, how quickly we forget. Terror that could arrive. It almost makes me feel more comfortable. They're better at playing this week.
They're the Jackie Mao of Eastern Europe, Trent. What happens?
Spread it amongst 5 people.
Right.
The strength is much better when it's carried. You know, the burden is shared, not all on one person. Make it a little less chaotic.
True. Absolutely. Now, still no tier 2 towers taken. And that's something to be beneficial, definitely, for Team Spirit. They've done a good job on Empire of punishing. So that last fight down bottom. Dark Ascension still on seat. Had Chrono available for a little while now.
Just missing our puck. All right, so that's what I do in this game if I was the Dire right now. I have a Cold Embrace, or sorry, Winter's Curse. I do have Cold Embrace too.
True.
But Winter's Curse is available. It's available. Chrono's available. Yeah. So get a Midas going, and where should they smoke? They have their ward down bottom. And they also great because we've been talking about the Spaces Void. They've actually been watching him farm up there. So that has really helped out their own movements across the map, and that's just going to give them the confidence to move forward.
No. Taro, that's not the play. LSA comes out afterwards. Good glimmer. They get the vision. Leech up. Can't get out of there. Cold Embrace, though.
Invisible.
Taro.
But I'm not mixed.
I mean, I think you take that if you're a Spirit. You bait out a lot of abilities.
I feel like that's a lot.
Silence.
Terrible. It's excellent. Oh, he is in fact not Mace's. It's true. Even has one equipped, and will mace his way through a few more. He moves over to the opposite side of the map. So great saves there. Seeing the power of a even holy locket.
Dire are
Wyvern.
scanning.
Protect him there.
Found collapse,
As,
though.
unfortunately, collapse. Yeah, that's a ward. They seem
Gonna die.
Did you mean to elude me?
Ward gets instant ping, but hey, you'll take that for the kill. Let's see, how bad is the push? You have 4
Dire's
points in
top
motion
tower
cover,
is
everyone
under
here,
attack.
and they see Lena down, or rather, they see the wall. So does that give them the push? Will they actually hit the tower?
Dire's top
interesting.
tower
Empire
is
always
under
go
attack.
for this type of play where they look for the +1 afterwards, like we talk about there. And this time, they're kind of spreading out and farming around the map and then slowly letting the creeps hit the tier 2. They're not even focusing on it.
When he was walking through, he got a glimpse of the left. That's why I say he was like surprising. I am, more surprised that they're not just hitting that. Folly of the earlier games. They don't want to like throw away any of their lead and just incredibly safe.
Yeah, they're looking to play the map, I guess. They like that's the worry, is that if you get into a fight right there before your PL is really fully online, start losing out on it. So instead, they control more of the map than Spirit do. Spirit get like this little section right there, and then the whole rest of it is for,
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, plus the obvious answer, I guess, is that there's only really one way that Team Spirit get back into this game, and that's a giant 5v5 team.
Dire's
5v5
top
team
tower
fights
is
revolve
under
around
attack.
objectives. So, what's the point of pushing with all your heroes if it's set up for a good chrono and cataclysm and everything? So,
Not so fast.
now will this be a game where they get to use the cataclysm with the chrono, or will you have to pop it for? Because when you're behind like this, sometimes it feels like you need to cataclysm first to even set up for a half-decent chrono, but the Night Stalker, you would hope that Collapse is going to be applied a bit of that sense of initiation for Yatoro. Be that first hero into the fight. And now with the BKB, that build is ready. Running at just a solo puck right now. Press Kid, can he make the big dance
Dire's
moves to
top
get out
tower
of this one?
is under attack.
I mean, they should know that there's a sword over here. They're gonna see him.
Magic.
Oh, jumped right on top of him. Okay, and he died. though.
Taken before
Yes, he
my
will.
time.
Get the finish. Now the puck going for the Kaya Sanj, and I will say there's some questions now about like how do you deal with this Night Stalker jumping on top of you as a puck?
He's gonna go in there. I'm really surprised he didn't just jump behind that tower. I thought with the BKB still up and a little bit left,
Which
he
way
might
to
just feel like
start?
jumping in. But there is an act, I suppose, so there's going to be some punishment. They're going to hit the road pit instead. So, nighttime, Dark Ascension, but BKB, and no, they don't like it. Okay? Someone said no.
Yeah.
Guys, do it.
That's so interesting. Like, you can tell both of these teams, like, they're on a knife's edge right now about where this game could go. It's still a 4,000 gold lead for Empire. Puck is about to come back up again. Do they even want to make a move right now? Multiple BKB timings coming out for Spirit. It feels like this is the time when they're most strong, and again, they find him! Silence!
It is
Without
no
the sharpshooter, but
great
in trouble.
matter.
And now the follow-up. Oh, man. Empire in some
Dire's
trouble.
bottom
The ball
tower
will
is under
connect,
attack.
but then
Death cuts
gonna
both
fall.
ways.
It's Moba.
Spirit powering up.
right? This timing. I mean,
Dire's
so
bottom tower
strong from
is
them.
under
multiple
attack.
BKBs. But I gotta say, like, Puck needs a BKB or something. He needs something to deal with this Night Stalker sound. This is gonna keep happening.
Radiant's top tower
outplay
is under
it.
attack.
Money to
Towers
burn.
equals less vision of the map, less awareness of where people are smoking to, because the waves aren't running as deep down. So despite having a nice lead and what felt like the superior ability to push through, they're the ones who are going to lose this first roach. It is just first roach, not a massive loss, of course.
Oh, rat.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Still a slight gold lead. We'll see if they can keep that on the side of Team Empire. Team Spirit now feeling quite good. All those big ultis ready to go for round 2 if they want it.
Yeah, I mean, Skull Mjolnir next for the Void. It's already a pretty feel-good item on the hero, right? So, oh, nice. He's gonna
Hey, okay, they do like
Get
it.
a bit close.
Ready to go. Oh, man.
Radiant's top tower is under
Summer
attack.
As they were dying, but then the taunt comes out. Tara backs away.
That's is coming.
He's out of mana. Tara might be in trouble. Tornado. Interrupt. Finally, Knight turning their sights now.
Radiant's
on
top
Yatoro.
tower
Trying
is
to
under
slow down
attack.
this guy and go for the kill. Now the turn back again on Yatoro, but now they back away. Winner's curse still available. Laguna Blade comes out. They take down Collapse.
Ends you.
And the fight's turning back and forth and looking for for another call in a second. Second still blink dagger back up with Star. Looking for that opening. They're all grouped together. Great guarding cold snap. Just blow him down. Toronto, Tokyo trying to make his escape, but Smiling Knight chase down LSA. Going to connect. They have the dust afterwards. Nowhere left to go. In spite of the agents, they're making this work as the winner's curse. Finds the connection and chasing for more. What do they have left to take? EL is online, ready to dive your goddamn base as they keep on running in. They do find the break there. Tier 2 tower still standing. Smiling Knight is finally going to back out. See, this PL is a problem.
Yes. Not quite at their full power yet, but that was fantastically. The way that Smiling Knight recognizes that there's no way they can kill me without Chrono and Cataclysm right now.
Dire's middle tower is under
and the
attack.
whole team instantly turns on the backstabbing
how you
as well.
going?
And they heavily punish that Night Stalk. And then they can just point Smiling Knight and keep them occupied. You keep switching targets just to burn them in.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Void to Invoker.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Switching up that initiation, just barely off the mark with both of those heroes, the Axe and the LSA from Lina.
Dire
Seiyu
are scanning.
having a great game right now.
Dire's middle
Get the
tower
kill on the hood
is
once
under
we see
attack.
Tier 1 tower, or Tier 2 tower rather, is going to survive. Oh, Aegis still being held by Itoro. Have Chronosphere back up in 30 seconds. Will Empire decide to keep fighting when those two abilities are up again?
Is the question. And will Team Spirit be able to find it on the Phantom Land? That's got to be the big key here.
Die in the combo?
I'm doing the math right now, and I'm not sure. Because, like, I don't think Void has the right-click damage.
Right.
Like, he can't just, like, obviously Chrono and just, like, let him go, like...
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Good question. I mean, he still doesn't have any way to get out. They have any... They have Valina and the Snap, yeah. So, probably fine, because they'll need the follow-up
Dire's bottom tower
the
is
jumping
under
from
attack.
Collapse with the silence.
Right. Yeah, to make sure he doesn't get the doppelganger off.
So that should be helpful.
Okay. Gonna watch for it.
Yeah, no, I don't think they kill him.
All right. Gotta have everything in the kitchen sink to make it happen. And talking about that, Mjolnir coming online eventually for Faceless Void might be the answer for them. Smoke up comes. Looking for an opening. Who are they gonna run into though?
Is that there?
This way.
Radiant are scanning.
Towards the high ground. Oh, he gets the jaunt.
Wow. That was close.
Dude, he's out. He has Blink still too. If they try and chase this, this could turn south really quickly. Snapfire a little ways away. For that jump, Smiling Knight, he gets Chronos. Cataclysm coming out afterwards. Isn't enough damage. Half HP, still living. Stun is there. They don't have the silence. Star up behind the not able to get the kill afterwards. Seiyu just walking away. No mana, no left in the tank for Team Spirit as they lose his life once. Takedown here on the other side. Taro, TP tries to get out of there. No man.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Wait a minute. God, he actually... Dude, Pedashar, why'd you call there? Oh, that's funny.
I guess trying to stop the initial jump. Yeah, that got crazy lag. I don't know if that was just a PL or what, but things were hopping around quite a bit. Oh man, that was a sick call. I believe caught him from outside of the Chrono.
Yeah.
As well, like while it was still going on there to help. I'm not sure if they would have got the finish of Smiling Knight necessarily, but he ends up catching 2 heroes while doing that. Pedashar just playing absolutely incredibly today. He's been the MVP for sure. I think him and Collapse, honestly, very impressive play from the position. Really doing their best to make the most out of the role that
I'm so strong, guys. I'm so
necessarily
strong.
get to shine that much.
I'm so strong, guys. I'm so
years,
strong.
You know? It's been a long time since offlaners were the most talked about. We've had our position 4 eras.
Right.
Had the era of the mid laners for what felt like forever as well. But I mean, I have to go back to like everyone talking about Ice, you know, and Universe as being celebrated players back when I first started watching, and how much you could get out of the offlane role.
Right, and I think that this is like explicitly in this game in particular, putting that emphasis on making sure that they're enabled. These like high impact players doing what they need. And well, you can see the soon to be dead creeps there in mid. It's a very scary meatball coming down out of the sky. But yeah, we'll see if they can find this kill up on the top side, bottom lane rather, on Poshka with the press kit on top of him. Does still have Wind Curse available.
This could be like a motivational poster. Guys just like charging at this meatball with their swords in the air. You know? Have no fear. It's not a great.
Right.
And they all just burn to death.
Radiant's middle
That's
tower
about as
is
valuable
under
as most
attack.
motivational posters are, to be honest with you.
Radiant
You're not
structures
wrong.
are fortified.
It's good.
Oh god.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Unbelievable. Cold snap,
Radiant's middle
jumps
tower
away.
is under
Tornado
attack.
not going to be on the mark. Making space.
Dire's
This guy
top
does.
tower has fallen.
Top lane, they take the tower, gonna take the outpost. Empire opening up this lead. 7,000 gold now. Importantly,
Dire's
they've
middle
finished
tower
taking these
is under
objectives
attack.
because Smiling Knight is online. And it is so difficult for Team Spirit to deal with them at this point in the game. But can they close it out? So often it's been the problem for Empire is making these games work and shutting them out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
Now
middle
they should
tower
really just
has
themselves
fallen.
with the next road. Not much else to think about here. We clear up this bottom tower, they get the chance to, but it's not a massive concern. And then Spirit, of course, will go back to their safe. How do we just like situation where it's looking darn rough? This one I think is the hardest one so far, though. Of course, you have Chrono, which can create all kinds of moments, but unfortunately, you only really get one big Chrono. You know, gone are the days of the minute cooldown Aghanim Scepter. That would be amazing in this situation.
A
But
prize.
you don't have it.
I mean, hypothetically, you could go back for like Pressure, Shard, or something like that if they can test for a Roche or anything like that, but it's definitely not easy. Or just a regular Refresher himself, I guess. Time will tell. We will see.
It almost worked last game on the Luna.
Yeah.
No, you know?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So for the moment, as often happens with these Night Stalkers, you end up in a situation where you see the enemy very clearly with all the vision you get granted.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Wondering if that's what's going to happen now is Empire think about that next
Invisibility.
Roche, and then of course afterwards going high ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It can be frustrating playing Night Stalker games like this because you definitely feel like you stall out when your team can't win fights.
Radiant's
Like, how
middle
long has
tower
this been on?
has fallen.
Trying to save up for this nullifier, and by the time he gets it, it's not even going to feel that amazing, honestly.
The Aeon Disc will be breakthrough for the press kit at the very least, but yeah, I hear ya.
I mean, I'm guessing he just knew that was eventually coming, right? Everyone just keeps stacking them up, so.
Right.
Oh, I can see his one on the axe now, too. There you go.
Around. Silence.
Four themselves one.
It's genuine.
Here, gonna drop.
No escaping.
So the Hoodwink not gonna be able to make the split push stuff happen.
Oh, Poshka is. Actually, despite Mira being there, Poshka's back out there, too, waiting for the next wave to come. So they're really putting their heads into the game of, like, catching wave.
Team Spirit way. They try and capitalize on as many of these little mistakes as you can find. Whether it's pushing without a wave or somebody stepping a little bit too far outside of position, and it's been up to Empire to try and play the cleanest game that they possibly
Is he
can.
gonna curse this up top? Does he have any thoughts on this being real? He's pinging it out. No.
Dire are scanning.
Tokyo. Got him. ABU's holds on to the call. Ghost
Not
walk
quite
out.
enough jump. Yeah, Petrov was just shy of the call.
Money to burn.
Because at this
I mean,
point,
Team Spirit is still making some space for themselves. You know?
Radiant's
Collapse
bottom
guy
tower
all the way
is
down
under
the other side
attack.
of the map. Could go for a courier snipe real quick. Wait, they ping and saw him. I don't know if Collapse
With
know
a
about
courier
that.
assault.
Here I am.
Run away.
coin.
He's out of there. Oh my god. TP, yeah, TP.
Longish Roche still. We're waiting another minute and 20 to come back. What will they have for their big Roche fight? Oh, a Sheila's potential. That's a very interesting.
Great.
Not the most common hero on the Invoker, but obviously versus the Phantom Lance, gives you a lot of benefit. Oh man, he must have... that was dicey.
They wanted to lay down this ward
Radiant's courier has been
before
killed.
it kills the courier. Feels okay, there probably is a ward that's up there. Now they're gonna try and play around it a little bit better. It's gonna be the press kit that goes up and takes it down. So good vision control right now from Empire.
Radiant are scanning.
Might have played against the Night Stalker.
Here we go though. They will grab a couple. All right, they have the nullifier. They have the next round of neutral items. Very important stuff to try and balance your team out when you're so far behind. Oh, they're going for the pocket.
Yeah, spaceship.
Again, they
jump
miss.
away. LSA gonna connect. What has happened? The lab just gets dumped and dead. Oh man, Esper Kid with no regard for collapsed life tips him mercilessly.
I can't believe he
Gather
lost
round.
again. He's been so frustrating.
Oh, Coil comes out, they connect, they find the kill. Mira goes down afterwards. Empire, they are cooking on all cylinders right now. Ready to go under his roof.
Waiting. He knew.
These guys are playing so well. Empire are absolutely killing it.
As we said, for 3
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, this one. I think this one will be, again, my part of the time. This one just looks so solidly in favor of Empire.
You remember last game when Spirit when Empire had megacreeps and they almost lost? Was it worse than that? I don't know. It was pretty bad, but chance is always a way.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
They need some real big plays here as oh, Shard for snappers now advanced. Was just delivering to Sayu. Okay. So Aghanims and Shard now for Sayu on this lane. Alright, so if he throws out that chrono, you know, yeah, Sayu is gonna zap him in there alongside someone else if they're pumped up, maybe. Sayu can get some punish action. He does have the BKB, of course, but depending on how the fight plays out, you might be thinking, oh, I'm nice and safe in here, and then suddenly Sayu just big zing.
Got good vision over here on the H14 Spirit. It looks like Empire are comfy pushing through the mid lane.
Oh my God, did you see the cast range is Laguna Blade right now? Holy. Highlight over that thing.
Dire's middle
wild.
tower
It's
is under
disgusting.
attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
In a
big.
straight line.
Look at the
Keep in
wrap.
mind, everyone.
Look at the wrap coming around. Collapse. Looking for an opening here. Petushara, smoke's about to break. Dance floor breaks it. Jumps right on top of him. Right at the start. Off the mark. Photo solo. On to one. Petushara taken on BKB. And the Japanese is not the way it's supposed to go. They catch and kill Maposhka. What has happened? Oil afterwards is going. They want to get that one kill. K4 Gitaro.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Maybe it can. No! They go. Never mind. The fullback is able to jump away, and
A soldier
trying to get the action to get him.
Dire's middle tower
What
is
is
under
left in the
attack.
tank now? No
Dire's structures
faceless
are
void
fortified.
and no hoodwink. Not enough.
They can flickered out of that. I'm not smiling at
Damn,
him.
dude.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Very well done. They broke up that fight. They're so good at playing.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
The Night Stalker can thrive in those scaling fights. I think
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
First, the chrono's a little bit rough, only on the Aeon just acts, and then he's just like running through the scene fight. trying to get
Dire's
damage
middle
down.
barracks
We just
has
can't do it at the
fallen.
same pace or success rate as Smiling Knight on this Phantom Lancer. It's just going to tear through the rest of these buildings. and look
Dire's
to
top
put
tower
a
is under
massive
attack.
cementing lead, if not end of the game here for Team Spirit. I think if they try and contest this, they can quickly lose heroes.
Dude, you know what it was that made him go Ibis for a second out of there? It was the lift up and then immediately into Stormcraft.
Dire's
Kept
top
the axe
tower
alive.
has
And then, like you
fallen.
said, the flicker for Smiling Knight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Neutral item.
So hard to hit the
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Real.
Dire's top
was
barracks
not
has
enough
fallen.
at the time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
17,000
attack.
gold lead now. Toronto Tokyo gets silent for a moment, but they're keeping their eyes on the prize. Focusing on
Dire's
those
top
objectives.
barracks are under attack.
Almost killing Maposhka.
in the grand finals versus either
Dire's
and then the
courier
walk away
has been
tornado
killed.
lift up. Then you hear Chief. Rest of the team. There is some potential here. 100. You think about Rapier? Call us for ready.
Out too, you know, feeling good here. Your lunges in. Everybody at home, take a little stretch. All right, we got a while to go here. 50 minutes. This is only game 3 of a best of 5, so you know there's at least one more.
We'll take it though. That's the question.
Definitely don't focus on your breathing. So think about it.
Man's burn.
Okay, when that happens.
Stop it, Trent. Don't do that. You're the worst. I just took a drink.
But we're good for Empire. Cautiously,
yeah.
Wait for them to come back again. Our net worth has plummeted. That's a fair point, Foster. Well said.
Yeah.
Such a contrarian, Mac. You guys can't actually see how, but it's 92% in favor of Empire.
Things are feeling quite good for Empire. I mean, to be fair, last game was more. See where it goes. We've seen bigger comebacks before in the history of Dota. Will one happen
this qualifier? Wasn't it like a 1%?
Yeah.
For Team Spirit vs Hellraisers, or 0? It might have even hit.
I think it did hit 0. Yeah.
I think it hit 0. They are definitely good at that sort of a battle.
TL still just 6,000 gold. Yep. So like deal with
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Can they?
Have a chrono. Has no mana.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Wanting to fight toe-to-toe.
Not chronoing this Aegis.
He really doesn't have much damage. To be honest, on Smiley Knight right now. It's against the heroes.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Backing away. He's on beaten at it. Smiley Knight. Find him. Get those right clicks in. Doppelganger constantly. Definitely blast everything. Laguna, they time walk it back. Perfectly fine on the back line. Finds himself on his kid. Kills the depressed kid. Taro backs out of there. Talking about EKB as well. Right now in the base. There's the cross here. With the tornado. No, he lifted him up.
To me!
That was meanwhile, the takedown continuing. Another round of it. Oh, is it enough though? Self-charge doesn't look like it. The winner's curse won't get it out perfectly. But they have the follow-up. Laguna Blade. Taro living. Hold embrace this hero. Still pretty freaking close. But he lived through it. And now PL caught. The silence no.
Dire's Ancient is under
Tries to
attack.
back out. Time lost. There's finally the Manta. He's taking him out of there. Smiley Knight. And living on such low HP. He still has the Aegis afterwards. Even if they kill. Wait, no. Aegis is out. Gotta get out of there careful about it as creeps are on the throne.
Playing this so well, that's fine. He's just in the front stage, just like throwing LSAs on top of him to cover him in case they try and dive him. These little plays, he's flickering, he's jumping around.
For saw this in.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's ancient is under attack.
So strong, guys. I'm so strong.
Oh man. And eventually, what a fantastic performance. True belief and confidence in their